Hi everyone, welcome to Gothinista. I am Gothinista Sara, and today I am pleased to share with you a children's book. This is my first children's book video I've ever done, but it is not my first time working with children's books. So let me just let you know off the top, the book is Leofar and the Magical Treasure Chest by Kat Von D. So let me just get this out of the way. If you're a Kat fan, just get it, okay? Like, don't even... All right, watch the video. I want you to watch the video. But if you're a Kat fan, you're going to love this and you're going to want this as part of your Kat Von D book collection, because if you're a Kat fan, I know you already have all of her books. So let me just get that out of the way. Definitely just do it. But I'm going to talk to you about why I really love this book, not just because I'm a fan and I was probably going to get it anyway, but because it actually has value and beauty and charm. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit. Let me just give you a little background. I don't want to go into it too much, but I actually was the associate producer on a children's show, a really beautiful children's show, an award-winning children's show that featured children's books. And it was a literacy show, and it aimed at teaching children how to read. And so it was really important for us to have good quality books that had like a nice story, some good vocabulary, something that children would enjoy reading along with, because we did that on the show. But also, and it was very difficult to do because we're talking about 10, 12, 15, I've completely lost track of time, but it was a little while ago now, and it was nearly impossible to find any books that weren't just kind of the standard fare, like a little boy with fair skin living his life, and there were a lot of beautiful stories, don't get me wrong, but they tended to be very repetitive. And if you were looking for the diversity that all of us have been looking for all along, like, don't think it's a new thing, that this is brand new and that somebody just thought it up. Like, we've all been looking for books that represented different people, people who look like ourselves, people who don't look like ourselves, but just like a nice diversity of people. And I mean diversity on every level. And those were nearly impossible to find. Usually if you find something, let's say a person with like tan skin, it was literally just a little color wash. There was like no thought put into it at all, or no thought put into the story or anything like that for any representation. And if you want to talk about like people with tattoos or just anybody whose lifestyle is like not conventional, I can tell you I just don't remember any of those books at all. Like, I don't remember seeing them. And I would go to the publishers in New York. I would do the rounds and do all the publishers, the big ones and the little ones. We have a ton of those in Boston, which is where I'm from. And I would go to the libraries and I would read every single book in the library. So I would read literally thousands of books and just keep on top of them to make our choices. Our choices were very particular on the show because, like I said, they had to be good children's books. They just had to be good books, but also they had to suit a few other purposes for the TV world, which is a little bit different than when you're looking for a book for your child or even for yourself if you just happen to be a lover of children's books. So this one definitely fits the bill. I wish it had been around when I was doing the show, and I do wonder if they would have been okay with the mom having tattoos on her face. But I can tell you, I would have pitched it. I would have pitched it hard, and I would have fought for it. And in terms of like story, artwork, just like that tender message, just all of it, it definitely would have made the cut. I don't know if the people that I worked with were open-minded enough to have a tattooed mom. I'll just say that much. But I sure as hell wish that we had this book back then for a lot of reasons. So here's the book. And again, it's about Leofar. And for those of you who don't know, because not everybody watching this is going to be a diehard fan, but this is Leofar, which is Kat Von D's adorable son. And so this book is featuring him as a character. And he's got this magical treasure chest, as implied by the title. And let me just tell you, and I hope I pronounce his name right, I apologize to the artist that Kat worked with if I don't, but this is one of her favorite artists, maybe even her favorite of all time. She's talked about him many times, but his name is Kevin Llewellyn, and he along with Kat did the artwork for the book, which is absolutely stunning. So let me just go into this a little bit. I'm just going to show you a little bit because really, if you want to really experience the book, I feel like you need to have it in front of you to really experience it. But this is our little Leofar, and he's so cute. And it really talks about, you know, the things that he loves, and the creepy and the crawly, and he loves to dance and sing and all of that. And Mama has a surprise for him. It's this big old treasure chest. And then the story really goes on to talk about you know, like the most magical thing of all. And you could probably guess what the ending is because it's a children's book and it's very sweet and it's thoughtful and it's very appropriate. But it's the little adventure we go on the way. And before I get too much further, this is sort of a representation of Kat. At no point in this book does she say, "Hi, I'm Kat Von D," or anything like that. She's just Mama. And it just happens to have her tattoos and her hair and everything like that. So it's not like this book is only meant for fans or anything. It's a children's book. It's a proper children's book. But I really like that Mama has tattoos on her face because some mamas have tattoos and you don't find that in children's books. I could tell you that right now. I've read thousands, never saw one. But the artwork is just so gentle and so beautiful and just has that little bit of like, just that little touch that just makes your heart happy. There's some nice lettering, and Leah Farr, of course, is in a lot of like different costumes and scenarios and things like that. And let me just see if there's let's see if there's something else. There's so much to show you. I could show you every single page. So, Leah Farr will keep asking her, "That's the treasure? Is this the treasure? Is that the treasure?" And of course, we know at the end he is the biggest treasure of all, as all children are for their parents. But just really beautiful, beautiful artwork, beautiful like lettering, and then just their choice of lettering to me is like really sweet. It's legible, but it also has charm for those of us who are adults and reading. It's not like the standard print text, which some books have. And just super, super cute. The expressions on his face. It is nice as a person with brown skin to see a child with brown skin and dark hair and dark eyes. Like I said, I did not have any children's books like that when I was a kid. They just didn't exist. So it's nice that they exist now. But, a very universal, beautiful book with a good story and a nice like mother-son, mother-child, parent-child sort of book. And I will say that as a lover of dinosaurs, like, come on. Look at that dinosaur. It's just beautiful. So I could just sit here and like look at the pages all day long. But let me stop so I could just finish this video. I'm going to get drawn in. But it's a beautiful book. It has a really nice texture. I know some of you like myself care about that kind of thing. It's just really, really nice, really good quality. Mine cost, I think it's got $20 in the back and I'm pretty sure that's what I paid. I believe I got it directly from the publisher, but I'll put some information below, but you'll easily be able to find it through Kat's page if you're looking for it. But this is the front cover. This is the back cover, and it opens like sideways, like a rectangle like this. And it is dedicated to her husband, Prayers. I think she puts his full name in it though. Yes, her darling husband and Leah Farr's beloved father. And yeah, just overall, I don't know what to tell you except to say I have read thousands of children's books and I have my favorites, and this is definitely among my favorites. I didn't need to buy this. I wasn't buying it for work. I wasn't buying it for a child. I just bought it for myself, and I'm really glad I did. This is something that I'll look at pretty regularly, and it'll go on my sort of collection of like favorite things that I use for inspiration, because in addition to being a charming book, it has really lovely artwork, and I am definitely somebody who's drawn to books with really lovely artwork, as I'm sure a lot of you are as well. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this review of children's books. Please comment below if you have the book and if you love it or if you don't love it or whatever. I can't imagine you don't, but share your thoughts below. Also let me know since we're on the topic, if you have any Gothinista related books, other children's books that I should know about. This is the only one that I know about, but nowadays there are a lot of really beautiful books out there by a lot of different people who are representing different lifestyles and just everything out there that we've been looking for a really long time. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you will join me again soon. Make sure you are following me on Instagram and Facebook. It is Gothinista. And you can also follow me on MetalNet TV on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And there you'll see more music-related content, which is a little bit more interview heavy, but there's also some really fun lifestyle stuff. And lastly, you can also follow me on Foodie Beauty Life if you want something just a little bit more traditional in the beauty world. So anyways, I hope to see you soon. I love to see your comments. And again, please remember to follow, thumbs up, like, all of that sort of stuff. It really does matter to make sure that we have as much different kinds of content on all of these different platforms as possible, and don't just keep seeing the same 5 people over and over again. So anyways, I hope you're doing well. Take care and have a good one.